I agree with every word you utter, and my whole being seems to absorb it with great eagerness. Why then the resistance? Why do I find myself battling with an ego I don't have any use for, and doing things I despise, and letting words come out of me that I feel are not mine? Only at intervals am I wholly one and stateless. I try to be beyond emotion, but am dismally vulnerable. You must live with the truth until you are completely impregnated by it. You have had a glimpse of understanding, the understanding that you are not the body. Follow this glimpse as you would follow a shadow to find its substance. This glimpse is a feeling of freedom. It is like when you stand on a cliff and look at a very wide horizon. You feel yourself expanded in the space. Let yourself be taken by this feeling of freedom. Don't let it remain an idea, but feel how it actually acts in your body. See how it acts on you inside. It is only when you feel how it acts in you that there can be an impact. Otherwise, it remains in the intellect and you will lose it. Real understanding is in not knowing. All knowing dissolves in not knowing, and it is in this not knowing state that there is a transformation. The mind can never change what is not in the field of the mental. When you see this, you are out of the cage of the mind, and all that belongs in the mind dissolves in not knowing, in no mind. In your not knowing, there is still some knowing hiding in your pockets and behind your knees. Let go of all desire to know, but keep your terrible eagerness. When you have let go of all residues of the desire to know, you will no longer be directed. This living in the directionless is living in not knowing. Keep the flame alive, but do not channel it. Let it burn freely. In the non-directed fire, all residues will burn. When you are free from direction, you have no reference to anything. You have no desire for anything. It is important to live this directionlessness, this not knowing, this waiting without waiting for anything. It acts on your cells, on your psycho-somatic body, bringing them to dilation and harmony. And all that remains is your directionless awareness. Live in this absolute absence of yourself. It is the threshold. You are in complete openness, open to nothing, free from all ideas, free from all hope. And when you are completely transparent, open to openness, you are taken by truth, by grace, and that is certain. Can you speak of what it means to know the body? The body is memory. It is not your body which wakes up in the morning, but your memory. The body is the past. It is a crystallized pattern of reactions, resistances, fears, and so on. For example, when you were a child, Perhaps you did not follow your lessons in school, and walking home with your school report, you were afraid of your parents' anger or disappointment. After several repetitions, this feeling of fear becomes chronic and manifests as a permanent contraction of the muscles and joints in your body. There are hundreds of situations in our life which, repeated a few times, bring us to a chronic state of contraction. This contraction paralyzes the real energy feeling of the body, our tactile sensation, which is our birthright. But having forgotten what a relaxed, completely expanded, light body feels like, we call the contracted and often heavy and stiff matter our body. We often don't love this body since it no longer feels lovable, and we abuse it with wrong so-called food, too much alcohol or other drugs. Or we punish it with fierce exercise. But we can never become free of the body until we know it. And we cannot know it by abusing it. We cannot, in other words, change one reaction by another reaction. So we ask, how then can we come to love our body and so to know it? And knowing it, know that we are not it. In this, we must look at our body completely objectively, as we look at a tree or a table or any object which does not have a strong psychological impact on us. We will then feel, without comment, the weight, the contraction, agitation, and so on. We accept the facts without psychologically interfering. In accepting the sensation of the body, accepting, not tolerating, the various sensations can come fully into our acceptance, our awareness. You feel the agitation of the body. You are all sensation. There is no psychological commentary. There is not a feeler, nothing felt. There is only feeling. The sensation, the weight, the agitation then become really articulated. It is very important that this articulation occur. Otherwise, all the sensations are lumped together in one mass and remain unconscious as residues. Once a sensation has fully blossomed in your awareness, you can let it go. And what remains is only the acceptance, the awareness, the light. This lightness, acceptance, is not localized in the head. It is not localized anywhere. Once the perception has unfolded in awareness, energy is liberated and dissolves in light. This light energy is spontaneously felt on all levels of our phenomenal being. We spontaneously become aware of a new body feeling, a feeling of energy, light, space, emptiness, and expansion. This body is the real body, the organic body. This is the body which carries the qualities of its source and is the true expression of its source as light. This body is eminently lovable and can only act in love. When you have once felt the organic light body, its feeling will return to you often because it is older than any conditioned body. It is your original body. The cells have an ancient organic memory of their perfect state. So it is important, when you have once felt it, not to return to the old patterns. Sustain that light body. Remember it in all situations in daily life. For one who is fully established in truth, there is no going back. But to be established means that the insight is fully transposed on all levels of existence. Someone who has not fully explored the transposition on the body-mind level, even though the insight is real, may well be taken again by the body-mind. For the fully established one, the body-mind is truth because it is a perfect expression of truth. Only such a one knows what the temple of God means. So take care of your temple.